Hey guys, welcome to the first lesson for chapter 1. This is what you should see after you've downloaded and opened the InDesign file. Right now it's in preview mode. It's blocking out all of the pasteboard surrounding the file. So I want to go ahead and change that to the normal view. I want to go to View, Screen Mode, and hit Normal. And that way you can see the pasteboard and you can see that there are things that whoever designed this has left on the side. But this is the view that you normally work in. So after you've opened the file, go up to View and do Display Performance and make sure you're on high quality display. And also click on the window and make sure your workspace is on Advanced. And that will make sure that it matches the exact same layout that you're seeing on this video. Then if you wanted to adjust the color of your workspace, the shading, you can go to Preferences and then Interface. You can click on the different color themes and that will change the appearance. Again, I prefer the lighter one, but you can choose whichever one you like. And just click OK. I just want to go over a few things. Some things are reviews, some things are new, but I wanted to start out with the image. I just want you guys to click on the image and you'll remember that the image and the frame are separate and you can move them independently or you can move them together. If you click in the middle of the image, you get this circle, and that is where if you click on the circle, you click and hold, that will move the image within the frame. So go ahead and try that. And then do Command Z to put it back where it was. So after you've clicked on the circle, go ahead and click off the image to deselect it. And then come back and click on the image, not on the circle, not in the middle. Click and hold and drag, and you will move the image and the frame together. So I want you to try that. And then do Command Z to go back to the way it was. And then you'll remember that the frame can be adjusted, the size can be adjusted by clicking on the handles on the corner or the top and the side. Click and drag, and you can move the frame around the image and it crops the image. I'd like to go over some of the tools in the tool panel on the left hand side. One is the zoom tool. If you click on that and then you come over to your document, it defaults to plus, and when you click, it zooms in at a certain percentage each click. If you hit the Option key on your keyboard and then click again, you'll see the minus in the magnifying glass instead of the plus, and it will zoom out. You can also do Command 0 on your keyboard and that will fill the screen. You can also go to View in the menu and that will also allow you to zoom in and out if you prefer that. I think the tool in the tool panel is the easiest. But you can also hit Fit Page in Window, and that does the same thing as Command 0. You can also go down to the bottom on the left, and there's different percentages that will allow you to see the file in different magnifications. Let's go ahead and hit Command 0. If you also go to the tool panel and click on the hand tool, you can click around the image, click on the image and click and drag, and it will move the image around within the workspace. You can also do the same thing if you're on the zoom tool. You can click the space bar on your keyboard and it does this exact same thing. So you can just toggle back and forth if you'd like. Then there's the panels on the right hand side, and when you click on the headers, it opens up the panels and gives you full access to those panels. If you don't see the panel on the right hand side in the list of panels, go ahead and go to Window, and that will give you the complete list of panels. So say color isn't showing up, you can click on Color and then click on the color in the submenus. That will bring up the panel. I'd like you to click on the Pages panel, and right now you will see that this document has 2 pages, and to go back and forth between the pages you can double click on the icon for the page number and it will take you to that page. This panel also has a bunch of things that we'll go through later, but you can insert pages, you can move pages. There's also a thing called a master page, and we will look at those later. You can also go down to the bottom, and if you click on the plus, that will create a new page as well. You can delete pages from there. So then I want you to go to the color panel, and we'll go through color a lot more later, but a couple of things I wanted to point out is that the color panel has a fill box, which is the top square, and then the stroke or the outline box, which is the bottom square. I want you to click on the fill square. That will select the fill. And then I want you to go to the menu, click on the menu, and I want you to change it to CMYK. And this gives you the slider option or this color spectrum option if you mouse over it. And when you mouse over it and click, it will select every color of the rainbow. And then if you wanted to adjust things independently, the CMY and the K, which we'll go through later, you can do that to adjust the color that you want. You can also put in the values of certain percentages, and that will also change the color. But we'll go through that later. Then I wanted to go over a few things. One is contextual menus, and when you click on your image or on anything, if you hit Control and then click again, it gives you a whole selection of different things that you can do. Effects, different sizing and editing and copy and paste and so on and so forth, a lot of which we'll go through later, but I just want you to know that that's there. So if you click on the text here, make sure it's selected, and then hit Control. That will also give you the contextual menu. So I want you to kind of spend the next few minutes playing around with this file. I want you to move things around. You can always do Command-Z if you want to move things back. I'd like you to select the text and maybe change the font, maybe change the size. Just get a sense of working in an existing file. You can also move elements, so if you click and you hold and you drag, that will move the elements around the page. Same with this image. Once you've done that, you can go ahead, you don't have to save this file, go ahead and close it down. Just go ahead and hit the X on the tab next to the file name and go ahead and hit Don't Save. So go ahead and do that and then move on to the worksheet, which is the next page. Thanks.